everyone, this is Kelsey Lee at the Scribbled Bookcase. Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of my bullet journal, focusing specifically on the months of July and my setup for August. So I just want to introduce you to my bullet journal since this is my first bullet journal video. This is the beautiful Recollections Planner from Michael's Craft Store. It is a 6-ring binder, as you can see here, and it is in mint. It comes with different pockets on the side, so you could use that as a wallet if you were going to just take this everywhere with you, or as most people do, same as I do, they use it for their little sticky notes and that sort of thing, keep their stickers, stencils, all of that, so that it's readily available to them. It also has a little pen slot here on the side, and on the back you can see here there's another pocket, and I just put this little envelope here for random acts of kindness, so I'm hoping over time to make little cards and things that I can stick in here and give to people as I see that they need them. Just little things to keep them cheerful through the day, and so that's the idea there. But today I want to focus on the way that I use my bullet journal and then do a quick walkthrough of July and my setup for August. So just to start, I want to tell you a little bit about using a 6-ring binder as opposed to using a normal bound journal. So most people use a lectern or a moleskin rather than a full binder for bullet journaling, and that's completely fine. But for me, the organization aspect of it didn't really make sense, so I like to have different sections for each of the categories of bullet journaling. So my calendar, for instance, is in its own section, my collections are in its own section, and so that's just makes sense to me and the way my brain works. I bought this calendar insert for $4.99, I believe, so not expensive, and then it's already set up for you and you just put in the days and whatever month it is that you are working on, and that just saves you time. You don't have to be drawing out all of the little boxes, but some people enjoy doing that and that's okay as well. For me though, for the month, it just makes sense to have it already done for me and not to worry about it. And then the calendar insert that you can buy for the Recollections journal also has weeklies. Then what I like to do is with my monthlies, rather than keep them all in here at one time, I just keep the current month, which is August, obviously, and then the upcoming month in, so that if there are days that come up for September that I want to put in, I can put them in right away. And then any dates that come up that I need to remember for beyond September, I put a little notes section of future log, and that is where I can write down any dates that come up that aren't yet in my bullet journal. So if something is happening in December, I can write that down here, and then when it comes time to put December into my bullet journal, I'll just write it in by looking at my future log. And then the Recollections journal comes with little tabs like this divider here that says Make Great Things Happen. It comes with 3, I believe. And so these are really nice to keep the different sections, as I mentioned. And so my next section is my dailies. And so I'm going to skip over my June dailies. So we're going to jump into July. So I like to do a cover page for each of my months. So this one is Welcome July. And then I have this theme of fireworks and lightning bugs, because July to me is just the epitome of summer, right? So it says summer nights are made for lightning bugs and fireworks. And so keeping with that theme, I followed that through in my habits tracker here, and just filling in with my red Stettler Can I talk? Alright. Stettler fine liner pens, and so that's what these are here. They come in packs of 24 and 36 as well, I believe. So eventually I'd love to get those because these are really fabulous pens, especially for me. I'm a lefty, and if you are a lefty, you know the struggle is real, and these pens dry super fast, so I don't have any problems with them smearing as I'm writing. And they also don't bleed through, at least on the paper that I use that comes with the Recollections Planner. And so yeah, they're great pens for bullet journaling. I highly recommend them. And then so following my habits, I put my July goals, and then I just start doing my dailies. So in July, I kind of did a mix of things, just trying different layouts. So I focused a lot on just memories, and then having a quote in the middle of each day, just something pretty and inspiring to look back on, can be really nice. And so I would keep track of my water, but as I said, didn't do much for me because I just still did not drink a lot. And I also put in a little bit of gratitude logs in some of these days. So as you can see, I have 3 things that I'm grateful for at the end. And you'll see in August that I kind of altered that method, and I didn't really carry it out throughout July, partly because I felt as though what I was writing in my memories was in fact things I was grateful for, so it seemed a little redundant to put gratitude in addition to my memories. But I think my new August layout, as you'll see in just a bit, will really help with that. And hopefully you can see as I'm moving through this that I've really developed my own style and gotten a lot better at things like hand lettering. Hand lettering is something I had never heard of before bullet journaling and before I discovered Instagram. And so it's been really fun starting to get better at that and practice. And it's one of those things that you just need to be careful about when you're looking for inspiration on Pinterest and Instagram, that you don't start comparing yourself, because it's really easy to get intimidated by other people's work. And I just highly recommend that you just keep focused on yourself and your own abilities and your own improvement, because really that's what this journaling method is all about. It's all about self-improvement. And I can definitely see for myself, you know, looking at this page compared to like that page, right? That was like one of my first pages I did. There's just a big difference. And I love that I can see that growth within myself, and hopefully you'll find that to be true as well. So just keep at it and know that you're going to improve, and the experience is going to be worth it. So here I started getting more experimental. I started doing tip-ins. So this is a ticket from the Baltimore National Aquarium because we went that day. And then, so I have this quote underneath. This quote, "If there's magic in the world, it is contained in water," is one of my favorites because I want to go into marine biology. And so it's an amazing quote, and they actually have that on the wall inside of the National Aquarium. So it seemed perfect for me to write into my journal. And then here, you're probably like, wow, she can really draw, but I can't draw that well. It's one of these stencils. There's one of an elephant. And these are the Recollections Boho Edition stencils from Michaels as well. And I got those for like 70% off. So definitely, like, if you're not already subscribed to Michaels' email list and that kind of thing, they send amazing coupons all the time. Like 50% off coupon is in my mailbox every single day, which is both a blessing and a curse, really. But yeah, so definitely make sure if you have a Michaels near you that you're taking advantage of those opportunities. But yeah, so you can see over time I started doing reading again, and also putting in a water tracker, this time as like a little water bottle. And then all of my memories just surround whatever the image is. And so I really like the look of that aesthetic. So these are just, all of my dailies, like I said, are just one after another, and I really like having them that way. And so that's a nice little technique to be able to use. And so here again, just continuing with my Tombow brush pens, getting excited about that. I really liked using this little raindrop, drop of water logo, sketch, whatever you want to call it, as my water tracker. Not that it helped me drink more water per se, but it just looks pretty, and so I liked that design, and I hopefully will continue to do that design in the future. And then, so one of the things I love to do with my little doodles that I do on each day is really make them connect to whatever story I'm telling on that day. So, for example, this day we spent the day fishing, we went out on the rowboat, or at least I painted for a little bit in the morning, and then we went to Wendy's and I had my first Frosty in I don't know how long. But yeah, so this was just a nice way to make memories more apparent on your page rather than having to read everything. I can just flip through and know that that's what happened this day. And so that's really nice, and I really recommend just trying out that technique within your own journaling. And then, so over on this page, I did another tip in, and so that was because I had an exciting moment in which I reached 1,000 Instagram followers. And so I could just record that in there and then still have room because of the tip in which it lifts, if I can do it, for me to record my memories of that day. So that's really fun technique to do with the tip-ins, and you just use washi to do that across the top. And so here, if you can see the glittery wonderfulness that is these next two pages, is when I discovered the most amazing pens in all of the world, and they are the Kaiser Color Craft gel pens. I have the 24 pack in 12 pastel and 12 glitter, and guys, I can't tell you how much I love these pens. You'll probably see in my next few pages how much I love them because I use them for everything. But seriously, they're just, I mean, they're beautiful in terms of the colors, and especially the glitter. I don't know if you can see it that well on this page, but they're really glittery. I don't know how they pack so much glitter into just that little bit of ink, but it's beautiful. And what I love about these pens is they really do glide on so smoothly. They write like a dream, as they say, and I love that. They do have the ability to smear, which as a lefty is, you know, always a heartbreaking moment when you realize that a pen smears, because it's pretty common for us lefties. But as you can see, I don't have too much of a problem with it, just as long as I'm careful and let things dry a little bit before dragging my hand across it. So yeah, it's not too big of a problem, but do be aware that that is a possibility. So then I wrapped up July by doing a memories page. So I just did a little doodle with my beloved gel pens, and each of the doodles represents a major event or a memory that happened in the month of July. And then I also just wrote down 1 or 2 words to capture what that memory is. And then I get into August, and so now I'd like to show you guys what my setup is thus far for August. I'm pretty excited about it. So I have my cover page again with the Hello Month intro, so Hello August, right? And this month I decided to go with a theme of the sunflowers. So August, you know, is the end of summer, but it's still a time of beauty, and sunflowers are very representative of that. And you can see here on this page especially, if that's coming across on the camera, I don't know, but I used all of the glitter pens, all the glitter guys, on this page, and it is just so glittery. It's beautiful. I love it. Makes me happy. That's what journaling is all about, making you happy. So then on this next page, journaling is also about progress, and so I have a habit tracker. So there are 6 things that I try and make sure I'm turning into habits over time, because as my quote says, motivation is what gets you going, but habit is what keeps you going. And so hopefully I will find that to be true as I try and keep track of these habits that I'm hoping to develop. And so then my next page, like I always do, is my August goals. So these are the things I want to have happen, there we go, this month. And I have the sunflower theme continuing. So I really like this page because it looks like the sunflower, like a breeze caught it and all the petals are flying away. So that turned out really nice. And then the gratitude journal, like I said, I tried back in July to do gratitude within my dailies, but it didn't make sense for me because a lot of times I was recording memories that were things I was grateful for anyways. And so I decided maybe I could just create a spread to keep the gratitude separate and have them all in one place so I could really just see a glance of the month of all of the things that happened that I have to be grateful for. And so that's what this page will be. So I have 1 through 31. So 1 one thing to be grateful for in each day, so not too much of a responsibility for me to be recording those sorts of things, but it will be really nice, I'm sure, to look back on. And then at the bottom here, once again in my glitter pens, if you can see that, so pretty, it says, "It is not happy people who are grateful, it is grateful people who are happy." And I mean, how perfect is that quote for a gratitude log, right? So I think that's wonderful. And then Monday, the 1st of August, I didn't have a lot going on, so I just put this huge hello today across it and drew a little sunflower, and then just did a little bit of journaling of what happened, but not much happened. And then I decided for the rest of this week, I'm going to give it a try, and we'll see if I'm going to continue it. That's what's so great about bullet journaling, is it's one day at a time, or 1 week at a time, however you want to do it. And so if something doesn't work out, if you don't like something you've tried, you just change it up next time. And so that's really nice. For me, what I'm going to be trying is having my to-do list, which I used to keep back in my weeklies, in my dailies as well. So this way, at the beginning of each day, I write down all of the things I want to accomplish that day. And then have my reading and my water, so all of that will be on one page. And then on the other page is where I will do my little quote and my journaling and all of the happy making memories that I like to do on that page. So that way I have basically my productivity and then my memory, journaling, keepsake kind of page. So that'll be really nice, I think. And so we'll see how that goes. And so I just set up all of the to-do side of the pages for this next week, just so that it's already done and all I have to do is fill it out. And then my memories page I have blank for now because, like I said, I like to make the drawings and my doodles and all of that, whatever I'm writing in that day, to reflect what happened that day in the story. So that's just blank up until the day it happens, and then at the end of the day I'll make whatever that page is. And so I have that up until Sunday because I like to have my weeks start on Monday. And so we'll see how that goes for this week. But yeah, so that is my August setup, and I'm really looking forward to trying this new method and also trying the new gratitude log and focusing on my new goals, looking at these new habits that I'm also trying to keep track of, and just really embracing August as a time for self-improvement and new signs of growth. And so we're going to see how that goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through of July and August. I would love to hear how your August spreads are going. Is there anything new that you are trying out? And please let me know in the comments below if there's anything you recommend or that you liked about what I'm doing, because I love that sort of feedback. And I'd also love to hear what sorts of things you'd like to hear from me in the future, whether that's bullet journal walkthroughs, or perhaps you want to see a tutorial. Maybe you want to see these gel pens in action. I don't know. Whatever it is you want, I would love to make that content for you. I just need to know. So please do comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Have a fabulous day.